Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick recap of Minecraft Snapshot 23W07A. I live streamed it, so if you want to go see that live stream in a bit more detail, then it's on my channel as a video now. But we're going to quickly go over everything I learned, so you guys can learn a bit more about this snapshot as well. The video will be split into timestamps, so let's start with the Cherry Blossom. This is a new biome. It does naturally spawn inside of the world already, so if you go and create a new world, once again, you do need experimental toggles enabled. I will have a quick clip on screen how to do that. The Cherry Blossom biome is made up of cherry trees, also cherry leaves, and a new flower type called the pink petals. This flower type has got different stages, so when you place it down, it will place with the first part being on the left of the block you place it on, and it's directional. So as you can see, whatever way I'm looking, not left, the right, it's always going to go to the right of the player, as you can see. And then you can left click on the block to fill it. It has 4 stages. If we quickly just open this up, as you can see, the flower amount is equal to 2. That can go up to 4, with 4 being the max and looking like this. So you can decorate basically with 1, 2, 3 or 4 of these flowers. And inside of this biome, you can find them everywhere. You do not need any special tool to pick them up. You can literally just break them with your fist. As for the leaves and the logs, they work exactly like every other leaf and log. Upon breaking the leaves, you will have a chance to get the sapling or sticks. And you can also obviously shear them or silk touch them to get the leaf block back. But there's a difference to these leaves. They actually display particles dropping below them, as you can see. So this is not only a decorative block, you can also use it as a bit of ambience inside of builds. This particle dropping from the leaves will even be there if the leaves are placed by a player. The actual technical name for the code name is called Cherry Grove. So that's what you have to locate if you want to find this biome. And when you find the biome, you will come across these blocks. So obviously the log, you've got the 6-sided log, you've got the stripped cherry log, the 6-sided stripped cherry log. You've then got the planks, the slabs, the stairs, the fences, the fence gates, the doors, the trapdoors, the leaves, the saplings, the signs and also the wall signs, the hanging signs, the actual boats and the chest boat. So that's cherry wood now covered. So let's jump to the next thing, the sniffer. The sniffer cannot be found anywhere in survival mode currently. The only way to get it is by spawning it through spawn eggs, which can be found in a creative inventory, or doing the summon command for the sniffer. The sniffer will walk around and sniff out flowers. The new flower type is called the actual torch flower, and it looks a bit like this. As you can see, it lays down when it's ready to sniff, and it will pop you out some of the actual torch seeds, which look like that. It does do a little happy dance once it actually does dig up the seeds. These seeds can also be used to breed 2 sniffers together to get a baby sniffer. This one has decided to dig, so let's quickly just look at the animations in a bit more detail. So once it's dug, it will jump back to its feet, and it will do a little flap of its ears and a little wiggle of its head, just to be happy with itself that it found the long lost flower. For some weird reason, this one is doing the moonwalk, and they don't want to breed. A bit more about the sniffer. The sniffers will randomly dig. At the moment, I think they only dig dirt-based blocks, so grass, dirt, and anything in that category. I don't think they dig sand, stone, or anything like that. So once you actually get these actual torch flower seeds, you can actually get yourself a hoe, and you can turn the ground into farmland to actually plant these. When you plant them, they will either naturally grow, if you're obviously got the tick speed turned on, or you can bone meal them to speed up the growth. They actually have 3 growing stages, as you can see right here: age 1, age 0, age 1, and age 2. Age 2 is it being fully grown. Once it's at age 2, you can then break it to get the torch flower. This torch flower can then be placed down as a decorative plant, or it can also be put in a flower pot. As you can see, that is what it looks like in a flower pot if you want to decorate with it in that way. That's all there really is for the sniffer and the torch flower. They don't actually do anything else apart from decoration, and the sniffers once again are not fully implemented yet. We still have to wait for sniffer eggs to be added and a bit more functionality to the sniffer. The next thing is archaeology. So let's now quickly just cover that. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to craft yourself a brush, which can be crafted like so: 2 sticks and 3 string. When you actually get yourself a brush, you can dig every single block in the game, but none of them actually do anything, apart from a block that you can currently find at desert temples or desert pyramids, and also desert wells. So upon heading into a desert pyramid, there is now actually a secret room that has been added. If you find this strip of sand and break it, as you can see, there is a hidden staircase. This will actually lead into a room. If I quickly just grab some torches, this will lead into a room which you need to be careful, because there is actually going to be suspicious sand, which is the new block type that you are going to want to dig to get yourself some pottery shards. So you want to dig around this really carefully to make sure you don't actually break the block, because it's very fragile. As you can see, we have found a few pieces right here. There is one right there, and there is also one right there. If we now wanted to actually dig this, all we have to do is right click, and as you can see, it starts digging. Now there is chances to find items in. As you can see, we found a diamond right there. There's also a chance to find a new item called pottery shards. When you've actually finished digging the sand, it will turn into actual a normal sand block. So basically, when you start digging, it goes from suspicious sand into normal sand. Let's now dig this one, and this time we get, once again, another diamond. That's another thing I've just learned. When you're actually digging the block, it comes out of the direction you're looking. So as you can see, if I dig it from this angle, the actual pottery shard will come out from this angle. And we actually got a pottery shard that time. One thing to quickly just note, if you actually place suspicious sand down from the creative inventory and you try and dig it, this will not have any items in it. I think that's currently a bug, but I'm not too sure. So if you're trying to dig this normal suspicious sand you've placed down yourself and you can't get any items, I think that is why. So there's one of 2 ways you can fix that. You can either /locate yourself a structure of desert temple or desert pyramid it's called, or you can find yourself a desert and then /place, then do actual feature and then do desert well. You'll place yourself a desert well, and then normally underneath the actual water there is, yes, as you can see, suspicious sand, which you can then dig to find items. That one has got an emerald in. If you do actually stop digging, the items do slowly go back underground, as you can see right there. In that final one, I actually got a brick, which is perfect for the next thing. The crafting recipe to actually craft the next thing is the pot. It can be crafted with 4 of the pottery shards. They can be the same pottery shard, they can be different pottery shards. Whatever pottery shard you do use will actually be used as the picture on that face of the shard. So let's, for example, do this. We want 2 arms up, let's say. If I now get this and place this down, as you can see, there's 2 arms up. Then on one side there's a diamond, on the other there is a skeleton face. Now, you can also just use normal bricks for a plain pottery shard if you don't want any detail on it. The actual pots can't be stacked. The max stack size is actually 1 for the pots, so you cannot fit more than 1 in a single inventory space. So now, once you have your pot in the world, if you punch it with your fist or any item that isn't classed as a tool, so this is a shovel, a pickaxe, a hoe and an axe, and does a sword. Yes, a sword does also count. As you can see, you'll shatter the pot, giving you back the resources you used to craft it. So if you want the resources back and you no longer like the style of the pot, you can do that just by smashing it with a tool type. Now let's jump to some 1.19.4 features. The The first one is jukeboxes. Jukeboxes can now actually be interacted with hoppers and dispensers. If you have a hopper leaning in to the side or the top, it will actually input a music disc if there is a music disc inserted. As you can see, it's now playing that music disc. Now if you have a hopper underneath, due to the actual jukebox giving a redstone signal, it will lock the hopper until the jukebox is finished playing. Once the music disc has finished playing, it will then output the music disc into the hopper. But if you want the music disc to stop when you're ready, you can actually just push a minecart hopper underneath, which will then extract the music disc as soon as the hopper interacts with the hitbox of the jukebox. The next thing is when you actually play a music disc now, it will always output a redstone signal of 15. So if I actually just put one redstone here, as you can see, if I play this music disc, this redstone has a power of 15. And no matter what music disc I put in there, as you can see, this redstone is 15. This only works with redstone dust going out of the jukebox. If you use a comparator, it will still actually read the amount of redstone signal that actually music disc provides. So as you can see, this one provides 14, this one provides 1. The next change is horses. If you now actually breed 2 horses together, the baby horse will now take attributes randomly rather than always being one of the parents. So now breeding horses and getting the speed and the jump of the horse to be better is going to be the way to go. Because if you find yourself a really speedy horse and a really high jumping horse and breed them together, there is a higher chance that baby horse will be a fast and high jumping horse. And if you then breed that baby with another horse that's really speedy and high jumpy, then it'll take the attributes of them two, mix them together and make a baby, and so on and so forth. I don't know if there is a max speed to it, but I'm sure you can actually get like a really good horse if you have enough time and also food for the horses to breed them. But anyway, that is where I'm going to end this video. If you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe. It was a bit of a different one because I've actually been streaming showcasing the snapshot, and I thought I would just do a quick little recap with everything new. So if you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe. If you found this video useful, then also do let me know so I can maybe make more like it. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.